Ladies and gentlemen, it's August 4th, 2020. I'm in Norwich, Connecticut, and we just experienced in fact, we're still in the middle of the tail end of a large tropical storm. I believe the name of it is Isaias, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Basically, I want to do a little survey around Norwich, see if there's been any damage or downed trees, or just, get a lay of the land, see what's going on. My yard where I live is branches everywhere. I mean, as I drive down the road here, it's not too bad. I mean, I see a garbage can, a metal garbage can, it's blown away. There's, leaves, branches and stuff all over the parking lots, and directly across the street, electric wholesalers. Their parking lots, it's going to be kind of a mess. It needs somebody to go out there and clean it up. But let's just take a cruise around. Right now, it doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's very windy. I've been hearing sirens and, I don't know, ambulances or fire trucks or police vehicles, sirens going off all day. All right, the light, I'm driving through a light now that's not red, green, or anything, so my assumption is a power failure. Okay, dime savings bank to my left. There's no power to the clock, so I'm assuming this area here has a power outage. A couple of people on my right walking down the street, probably surveying the damage themselves. We got some rain. We didn't get that much. I mean, if we got, I would say, a half an inch of rain. We were supposed to get hammered, but the storm shifted west a bit, just enough to kind of save this area. But the wind, the high winds in this area today, right now I'm in the Norwich town section of Norwich, have been pretty, the winds have been pretty damaging. But had we had the rain that they predicted originally, maybe 3-4 inches, that would have softened up the ground and really weighed down the tree limbs and things. Okay, I'm looking straight ahead here. The Norwich Town Green. There's a big tree down, nice tree. That's a historic green, and there it is, right smack in front of us. Okay, the whole tree didn't come down, but a couple of big branches, you can see them right there. And I'm going to assume this area doesn't have power either. I don't know, but I'm not seeing any lights anywhere. A couple of big branches down. But again, I'm just doing kind of a... Whoa, my phone is going off. Hang on a second. I'm going to pull over here. Okay. I'm going to proceed up the road here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around. Well, maybe, you know what I'll do? I'm going to go up, take a left, do a little turn. I want to catch some of the main, more populated areas in Norwich. Just do a little swing around here. But, I mean, I've seen it worse. This wasn't a hurricane. This was a, 60-mile-an-hour winds at times, maybe. For some reason, this truck is stopping in the road in front of me and not moving. I don't know. Maybe there's trouble ahead. Wow. Oh, my God. To the left of me, there is a massive tree on a house. I got to swing around and get this. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's huge. Yep. That's a nightmare scenario right there, folks. tree fell on that house. I mean, that is severe damage. Wow. Okay. So, we got to be careful out here. I mean, think of how much worse this could have been if it rained as much as they said it was going to rain. Wow, that was extremely severe damage done to that home. An oak tree, those are heavy. It was either oak or ash that fell directly on that house, and that was not a young tree. But as I cruise down the road here, I'm paying special attention to safety as much as humanly possible here. Okay, let's... Wow, you hear that? Yeah, there's sirens and stuff going on all over the place. All right. Let's take a sweep through Norwich town area here. There's not a lot of big trees around here, so that's kind of good for these folks. But I'm gonna cruise. Maybe I'll take a ride over the NFA area. Take a cruise around there. Some branches in the road. The winds have died down dramatically. We peaked maybe 2 or 3 hours ago. As I head up towards, I'm going to take a left on the London Turnpike. And we're going to survey some more of the area and see what kind of damage we have. There's actually a tornado watch in effect currently, which is unusual for this area. I'm just going to do a quick run around. I'm going to head down, like I said, I'm going to head down the NFA area, see what we got going down there. Near Bacchus Hospital. We'll cover some territory and see what kind of problems have occurred in this area because of the storm. And as I look around right now, the wind is definitely diminished significantly from earlier. No rain at the moment. This red light here that's lasting an eternity for some reason. Okay, well, we're going to be here for a while. But as I look left and right, I'm not really seeing much in this immediate area for damage. Okay, there's a branch to my right. Let's take a left here. As we head down to Bacchus Hospital, NFA, yeah, there's leaves, branches, and stuff strewn all over the road. Assuming fire department's been busy today. Just take a right. Green light. We're going to go right back, or right past, I should say, Bacchus Hospital. That's directly to my right. Okay. And let's see what we got around this area for damage. Somebody on my left is, a young lady is jogging. Wow, good for her. Just be careful. I mean, cleanup is going to be, time consuming. If you just look at the yards in the left and the right of the folks that live around this area in particular, yeah, it's a mess. Back to my right, I don't know if we got a glimpse of it. It was a big oak tree. It must have fell on the road and it was cut into pieces, so the fire department probably took care of that. NFA to my left, Chelsea Parade to my right. There's certain signs that are knocked over by the wind, and I see big branches ahead of me that have been knocked down. Let's see. Yeah, significant sized branch to my left. I'm not going to go into the city right now. I'm going to cruise around this area a little bit. See what kind of property damage, if any, we have up here. We did, thus far, the worst was that massive oak tree that fell on that house in Norwich town. I'm going to take a left. Things could have been dramatically worse had the rain saturated the ground to the point where roots of trees get loosened up. Then it rains on, with the rain on top of the leaves and the weight that adds to the tree, and the wind then catches that tree with the weight and the loosened soil, and it's just, forget it, game over at that point. The tree will come right down. Any loose branches or things that were kind of hanging on, those are all gone. Those are all gone. The harbor to my right, I get a lot of white caps out there. Yeah, it's rough, real rough. Thames River right now is very choppy. A lot of white caps. All right, let's get out of here. Let's get out of this city. Yeah, you know what? Let me go. Let's go straight, and then I'll take a left. Some people ahead of me walking around downtown. Quite a few people. Maybe this is what's going on. That's unusual. A day like today, I would think most folks would be inside. Red light. A gentleman crossing the street here. Real windy. You can just take a look at his shirt and see the wind blowing. He jogs across the street. Look at the flags to my right. Yeah, they're really whipping. Maybe things are picking up again. I don't know. I hope not. All right. what the heck? Okay, well, wait a minute. I gotta wait a second here. We got another red light. The wind, you know, it dies down, and then it punches. I mean, it hammers you. Then it dies down, and this is what's kind of weakening up any limbs on trees that are already in a fragile state. Some of these gusts are just going to take them down. That's fact. I mean, that's just going to happen. You know, visually, this area, I was expecting a lot worse. I was expecting things to be much, much worse. We're currently on Washington Street. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a mess, but we might have dodged a bullet here. At least in Norwich, Connecticut. I don't know, you know, western portions of the state could have significant damage because they really got pounded with rain and very high winds. Let's take a left on Sachem Street. Take a little ride down here, see if there's any... Okay, on my left, yeah, that's pretty good sized branches on a older tree down. I would assume, again, the fire department or some entity for the city removed that from the road. Yeah, to my right, there's some broken branches, big ones in the gentleman's yard over there. And I got to be careful. I don't want to run into any trees, branches falling on top of my car as I'm driving along here. I gotta keep my eyes peeled. All right, let's jump on to Lafayette Street. Traffic is very light due to the fact that it's not a good idea to be out driving around in a big storm like this. I mean, okay, it's the aftermath, I'll grant you that, but, you know, the winds are still up there. And driving around, branches can fall down, and, you know, seems to be a lot of downed branches and trees in this area. I'll say this, the city did a good job. My only assumption has to be that they cleared this area very nicely. But we're going to drive around a little bit more. We've got a three-way stop sign. This is new to Asylum Street. They never had that before. Gentleman in front of me is going extremely slow. That's fine. He's good. He's playing it safe. Smart. Branches to my left, to my right, big ones, are all over the place, but they're off the road, which tells me, again, the city of Norwich has done a spectacular job of clearing the major throughways in this city. I mean, this is impressive. I'm driving down Asylum Street, and it's clear. It's clean. It's amazing. I mean, hats off to these guys. I'm sure they've been working all day long. There's another big tree to my left, collapsed. The whole thing's going to have to come down. Here we go. Department of Public Utilities. There's power outages all over Norwich. From what I understand, these guys Norwich Department of Public Utilities, or Norwich Public Utilities as it's currently called, in my estimation is the best public utility company in New England, maybe in the country. I don't think I'm overstating it, but these guys, they're aces. I mean, we've had minimal power outages in my lifetime, and the ones we've had have been restored very, very promptly. Very promptly. Yeah, there's no power. I mean, the light ahead of me, it's not red, it's not green, it's nothing. So what does that mean? That means I got to be real careful getting out of here. Yep, no power. We're in kind of the west side section of Norwich, and there is no power. Everything is out, dead. No lights, no... wait a minute. Chelsea Groton actually has the temperature and the time. Maybe they have a backup system on that. I don't know why they would, but... So, well, no, the light would normally be green or red in front of me, and it's non-existent right now. It's dead. As we head up Osgood Street, let's take a look around. Branches strewn all over the place. High wind right now. We got a big gust. Let's take a right down Elizabeth Street. You can hear the wind whipping. And as it does, that's when things get interesting. Okay, there's a truck ahead of me with blinking lights. I know there's no power up here, but oh, well, there it is. It's a big downed wire, so I got to be real careful. Okay, well, that's a problem. There's a big tree. Yeah, this area looks different to me. Big wires, just gone. They're down. I mean, they're right on the ground. That's going to take a while to repair that. They're going to have to bypass. All right, let's take a left. Get on to Dunham Street here. Let's see what we got. I'm just kind of doing a random sweep around Norwich, general sweep, to survey essentially what's going on these heavily populated neighborhoods. Dunham Street to me right now looks really good, really clean. There's remnants of some big branches and trees to my right. The city probably cleared those out. More down limbs to my left and right. I mean, it's endless. The sky's kind of breaking up in front of us here. You can see, hopefully, I see blue sky. This storm is passing. Okay, now there's a red light down here, so this big problem's up in the I would say the Elizabeth Street section. A lot of the west side seems to be pretty hard hit. It's like a right onto West Thames Street. With this light being operational is kind of a luxury. Norwich Town, parts of Norwich Town have no power. Parts of the west side have no power currently. I think parts of Asylum Street don't have any power. Looks like the NFA area didn't have any power. But this portion of West Thames Street right now does have power. as the wind starts whipping up again. Big branches overhead. I gotta be careful. I mean, they're big. There's big oak trees up there. As the wind does currently start to pick up rather dramatically. To my right is Falvey's. You can see the flags. That car dealership really getting pounded right now. I can feel the car. It's really getting shifted back and forth on the road. Some down signs in front of Uncas on the Thames. Flattened. Taking my time here. Alright, starting to cloud up again. We had blue sky coming in a couple of seconds ago, so yeah, things can change on a dime. Heading down West Thames Street. Great Oak Pizza to my left, Nissan Automotive Dealership to my right. I've been able to drive around with absolutely no difficulty whatsoever regarding blockages of any streets due to down trees, down limbs. So we're going to briefly cross into Montville. Montville Town Line is right here. Goes over Trading Cove Brook. And I'm going to take a right on red. I'm going to head up New London Turnpike. And let's take a look. We got a gentleman walking down the street here. Be careful. It's a very woodsy area right here. And it's clear. I mean, the roads are, this again, branches and leaves and, minor things that aren't going to stop anybody from driving around, but for all intents and purposes, it's a relatively easy drive. Everything thus far has been very passable. There's nobody out there golfing right now. I mean, if they are out there, it's not a good idea. Dangerous. Obvious. I mean, it goes without saying. Malerba's Golf driving range to my right. Is there anybody out there? I mean, there actually might be a couple of guys out there. Man, real die-hard golfers out there at the driving range. The London Turnpike looks pretty good. As you can see on the left, the trees, the wind's starting to whip up considerably. A lot of down branches to my left. See some flashing lights coming towards me. Down the road, Norwich Department of Public Utilities again. These guys got their work cut out for them today. There's a little bit more traffic in this area. I'm going to keep going down to London Turnpike, take a look around. Got a red light here. To my left is Mobil gas station, and it's a nice sky to my left. I mean, these storms, they produce some beautiful photographic opportunities. Okay, there's a tree care service going by. Lucas Tree Experts. These guys are having a field day today. Probably subcontracted by the city of Norwich. I'm assuming, unless they're privately, coming out to individuals' homes. But I would assume they're subcontracted by Norwich just to clean things up, and they've done a fantastic job. I mean, East Great Plains Fire Department is packed with cars, which means these guys are on the ready, and they're out in the field helping people. It's a good crew over there. Yeah, this thing ain't over. The winds are they're picking up a little bit. I thought we were out of the woods, but I don't know. The fact that it's not raining is extremely beneficial and lucky in helping us minimize the damage. Yeah, to the left and to the right. Local residences are going to have a big cleanup ahead of them. Got to be careful. It's getting a little rough down here on this section in the London Turnpike. We have East Great Plains Fire Department truck just past us on our left. And we're going to be going through a wooded area up here. So the fact that the fire truck came from that direction is a good indicator that this area is clear. And yeah, this little wooded area is probably, I don't know, quarter of a mile, half a mile maybe in length, and it's just to the left and to the right are trees and very compact wooded area. There's a couple of houses up on the right on the hill. To my immediate right, I guess we're not going to be able to see it through the trees, but to my immediate right is a home, and that's a very heavy area with trees and branches. I don't see anything down up there. Okay, it's starting to get a little brighter. The sun is trying to fight its way out behind those clouds. As we slowly cruise down the London Turnpike, August 4th, 2020, at the tail end of a big tropical storm. Let's cover some more territory. Let's go straight ahead. I have a police car to my left. It's going to pass me. He's in a truck, so yeah. All right, now the sun's really popping out. It's probably going to be temporary, but I'll take it. Still on the London Turnpike. We're going to go over a small bridge that goes over the Yannick River. And there goes a pizza delivery guy. So folks have lost power. They're not going to be able to cook. So big branch to my right, downed. Probably was in the road. Somebody was nice enough to take it out. Got a red light here. And I'm going to take a left. So this section of Norwich has power. Hopefully things are going to be getting restored bit by bit. All right, let's take a cruise down this way here. Yep, we're back. Got the chainsaws out on this angry looking storm clouds straight ahead. The sun is out, but it's starting to get real dark up there again. I'm going to shoot up Scotland Road. Look at this. The sun is out. Wow. It's real bright. This is an odd sequence here. It's real bright where I'm driving. Literally, the spot I'm in right now. Directly ahead of me is dark, stormy clouds. We're going to cruise up. I'm shooting for Scotland Road area. Maybe take a ride down K Street. This area is kind of very woodsy. To my left, you can see a giant branch. Yeah, this is. I'm actually taking a gamble driving up here. This would be an area that I would assume would have a lot of damage. Some down limbs to my left. There's trees and little branches all over the place on my left. Be happy when I get out of this densely covered area as the wind starts whipping up again. Okay. Scotland Road. Looks like we're going to make it out of... Wow, to my left, a big tree gone. They probably fell on the road and they took it out today. Beautiful sky ahead of me now. See that? Wow. Scotland Road, currently not a problem. Clean as a whistle. Silky smooth. Branch to my left, no big deal. It's off the road. I'm going to take a ride down K Street. That's coming up ahead. That'll be to our left. And yeah, it's getting a little patchy up here as far as your debris in the roads. Okay, going straight into the sun. And yeah, it's kind of it's another heavily wooded area. I would expect damage up here. Not necessarily damage, but an area where branches... I mean, you can see the road right in front of me is a mess. Hopefully we can make it through here without any problems. Let's take a look around this corner. Boy, oh boy. Oof. The city workers were busy today, I can tell you that much, and they did a phenomenal job. Beautiful sky ahead of us. K Street right here, clean as a whistle. I'm going to get on the full length of Case. You know, as I look to my left and right, I see a lot of, medium-sized tree limbs and branches that are down, but the worst thing I've seen on this ride today was that one oak tree or possibly ash tree that fell directly on top of that house. Okay, I got a big fire truck down here ahead of me. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it down here or not. let's see what's going on. I think maybe they're working on the power lines. If they want me to turn around, I'll turn around. Okay, I'm not going to get down here. The road is completely blocked. Obviously something pretty severe going on down there. So let's see, if I head up the road here, I'm going to turn right onto, I think it's Whitman Avenue. Let's see if I can work my way out. It's another guy coming down the road. Got bad news for you, buddy. You're going to have to turn around. This road's a mess in this area. It kind of makes sense because there's massive trees everywhere, left to the right. As you can see, they're everywhere. All right, what is this? Whitman Avenue. Okay, good. Let's see if we can get out of here. Big branches all over the place. Whoa. Just ran over something. Yep, this is it's going to be a rough road. Hopefully we can make it down here. Wow. Big branch to my left, hanging on by a thread. Gotta be super, super careful. I mean, there are branches just absolutely burying this street. This street does not look like it's been touched by anybody. I don't know. I'm sure if the microphone's picking up all this noise, or this is like driving through a battlefield. Whoa. Big branch to my right. It's a mess. Man, oh man, this is brutal. This is brutal, folks. Hopefully this camera that I got on this vehicle can pick everything up. Am I nuts for going down this road? Maybe. It doesn't look too promising. Whoa. Nope. That's not, that's as far as we can get here. I'm going to throw this in reverse. Let's see if I can turn around and get a back around. Boy. This is a hairpin turn, that's for sure. Okay, let's see here. Wow. Can't go down. There's a big tree. Just passed a couple of folks who are trying to head down Whitman Avenue, but it's not going to happen. Work our way back up here. Well, I know for a fact I can get out on Scotland, so I'm just going to go back that way. Okay, this is whoa, this is rough. Good luck, buddy. All right, if I can get out of here unscathed. be happy. Okay. Whitman Avenue. Rough shape. We're heading up K Street. I'm going to work my way back as the sky is getting bluer and bluer, and as the wind starts whipping up again. Here we go, another rough patch of K Street. And we're going to get on to Scotland. That's our ticket out of here. As you see the debris field strewn across the road ahead of me. You can hear it. I don't know. If this mic picks it up, I hope it does. This is, the conditions are rough. Oh, good. Scotland Road. This thing was crystal clear coming up here, so. Yep. Scotland's in really, really nice shape. Somebody walking a couple dogs to my right back there. It's extremely windy all of this. I mean, the wind is just really, dramatically picked up in the last couple of minutes. And the sun is shining. Another pizza delivery guy. These guys are going to be on fire all night. There's no question about that. Nobody has any power. Or not nobody, but a lot of people. Probably thousands of people. Alright, let's work our way down. Scotland. Yeah, this is a little rougher. Okay, here we go. This Norwich Department of Public Utilities, they got a big generator, so there's probably trouble up Reservoir Road. That's where they're heading. There's got to be maybe a power outage up there. They put some cones down to my right. It's a downed, significant sized limb. And again, I'm going through an area of, it's very heavily wooded. And at least we made it through that section. I'm going to take another drive by that house with the oak tree that fell right on top of it. And that's coming up to our, there it is. See if we can get a glance. Let me swing this thing around a little bit. Oh yeah. That's trouble. Big time. Very bright sun shining down right now. Heading over to the Norwich Town Green area. Let me take a left. Got some guys working on a branch up at the end of the road there. Let's see what we got over here. Yeah, I think they got most of it out of the road. That was pretty quick. Okay, we're take a right on Town Street here. No turn on a red. Okay, well, we're going to respect that. We have to. That's the law. And the wind died down again. This is, again, it's 1 minute it's brutal, and the next minute it's no problem. First Congregational Church directly in front of us. And let's take a cruise through Norwich town. Whoa, that sun is bright. And let's see if the traffic lights down here are working. That means power has been restored, obviously. But when we left in the beginning of this little tour, the traffic lights were not functioning. So in a span of maybe about, I don't know, 45 minutes, maybe is that how long we've been out? I'll have to check when I get home, but let's see if they restored power. No, okay, now the dime saving, now that's out. Yeah, they have not restored power to this immediate area. And I gotta be careful because there's no red light, green light, or anything. Okay, now there is power at the gas stations here. I don't know if they have, no, well, the light's blinking. So this is a patchy situation. Some areas have power, some areas don't. It looks like the bowling alley has power. Okay, so this immediate area has power. So I'm not really sure where the cutoff is back there, but